let's just sort this out real quick. Right. So, how are we doing tonight, people? Hope everyone's well. So I've been working out today, just kind of, I was at the gym the other day, so, don't want to overdo it, because I've done that before and you just end up burning yourself out. Hello, Usman. Favourite thing, I don't order on Uber Eats, to be honest. Right, so we have an effects thing, apparently. So what are these effects? Let's have a look and see if, what's this? I don't know. Oh, goodness. So I'm just looking at effects to see if there's anything cool or something. But, what's this? I don't know if this is any good. Yeah, it doesn't really kind of look great, does it, really? Just like, thought, okay, let's have a look at effects then. Yeah, they don't really have a lot of options, do they? Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess there's not really going to be a lot of options for that, really. What else have we got? So we've got effects picker. Right, stickers, I've been on that before. I don't know, but that's yeah. Yeah, how are we doing tonight, everybody? Hope you've all had a good day. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. So we're talking about like welfare and stuff like that, and yeah, talking about whether it's good to like kind of get sort of I mean, it's good to get sort of more people into work or something. Anyway, is everybody all right tonight? Hope you've all had a good day. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, then welcome back. So where's everybody? Okay, we'll see how this goes then, and yeah, let's see who we're getting here. Is everybody all right? I've got 6 people now. Say hello if you're watching. Hello, Troy Key. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Thank you for the like. Yeah, so we just talk about different things on here, different things relative to politics, religion, etc. We also talk about self-improvement and motivation, things like that. So there's a lot of different topics that we get into. Hello, Roz. Where I'm from, we never walk alone. What do you mean? Are you saying that it's quite rough or something? That you have to like have somebody there to kind of keep you safe or something? Is that what you're trying to say? Thank you for the like. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new here. Australia, at first you sounded like an Aussie. I don't know why people think I sound Aussie, but I'm British. Liverpool, mate? They always say mate, don't they? Mate? What are you on about? What the hell's going on here? Let's get rid of that. Hello, Saikatsu. What's that? What are you on about? Hello, hey, it's Paddy. No, it's not a Manchester accent, it's a Blackburn accent. Manny, yeah, me, from Manchester. That's how they talk in Manchester. Yeah, kid. Yeah, my accent's a bit different. So, yeah, it's not really a Mancunian accent. Starfish. I don't have a starfish. Hello, JS. Okay. Thank you for liking and subbing. Hello, Field of Vision. What do you mean, drink a can of grease to hell? You could pass for an Aussie, mate. Really? Definitely not. My accent's different. Australia is like this. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, can you not tell the difference? Hello, Vex. You're not good at doing accents. Nobody asked. Anyway, hope everyone's well tonight. Oh, you're Aussie. I don't see how I sound Aussie, though. Don't sound Aussie at all. Hello, Carissa. How are you doing tonight? Like, Aussies tend to do a thing where they sound like they're asking a question all the time. It's like every time they're talking, it's like they're asking a question. So, it seems to go high at the end of the sentence. I don't do that. Can you not tell the difference? It's like my accent's totally different. I don't understand. Are you just trying to just take the piss or something? Yeah, I'm British. Oh, Graham, how you doing? What are you on about? What is going on in here, eh? Mockler misers, whatever. I don't even know what the hell that is. Is he just taking the piss or something? I'll ask it in Gemini, Google Gemini, whatever. What is a mockler miser? Question mark. Yeah, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a mockler miser. I don't support any clubs. I'm not into football. Oh, really? Good for you, Graham. But there is no such thing, unfortunately. So, yeah. I don't know. But hope everyone's had a good day. I was going to try and use Prism to go live, but it takes up a lot of resources. I split up with my girlfriend, so... Oh, God. Oh, God. That is terrible, that joke. Cockney, all right. American Swede. How's it going, my old China? That's a Cockney accent, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah. All right, Annie. Oh, yeah, it's a... Hello, Bobby. How you doing? Oh, really? What, you were free and saw amazing movie. What did you see? Yeah. Anyway, nice to meet you all. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. That would be really appreciated. What's that? Pillion, I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Yeah, so that's good then. Glad that you like it. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Hello, Dragon. No, I don't have games on my phone actually. I used to play games on my Xbox and stuff. Can I move to Manchester? I don't know. Depends. Ice, ice, baby. Are you on about ice, ice, baby? Ice, ice, baby. Hi, Annie. How you doing? Annie, you okay? You okay? Are you okay, Annie? Hi, Spoofy. How you doing? Hi, Jack. Welcome in. How you doing tonight, everybody? Thank you all for joining me. Hope you've all had a wonderful day. Hit that like button, everybody. Michael Ken. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Oh yeah, that Trump singing Ice Ice Baby, yeah, that's what it is. Hello, Usman. No, I'm not religious. Yeah. I wouldn't really say I'm atheist either, but I'm just not a religious person. I'm just not into religion and stuff. Oh crap. Well, it's just switched onto data. I don't know what's going on, this connection shit. So yeah, can you all still hear me? Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I don't know if it's this weather or something, but it's messing up stuff. But yeah, sometimes when it switches to data, it messes up. But I'll just back out a second, just in case. So, there we go. What do you believe happens when you die? Good question. I think like, hello Delboy, how you doing? We don't know. Won't happen until won't know until I die. I'll die when I'll find out when I die. Hit that like button. Got 19 people, 4 likes. Come on, guys. Also, yeah, if you're new here, welcome in here. Nice to meet you all. And yeah, so what happens when we die? Who knows? I've had some weird theories like, what if all these people in my life are actually me, but in a different life? So maybe I become one of you right now, because it's just some really trippy theory, but yeah. Or maybe nothing happens. Maybe the universe only exists with me, and everything else is just a figment of my imagination. So how about that? Maybe it's all just an illusion. Everything could all just be an illusion. The whole universe could end with me. That's some crazy thought, but yeah. The thing is, I cannot validate anything outside myself existing. So one of those things. Anyway, why is there no chat coming up? What's going on there? Hang on a sec. There should be some chat coming up. All right, hang on a sec. Right, we've got Jack says internet connection like in Australia. Oh yeah. Hello Leo, how you doing? Troy says it's probably like before we were born. Well, we don't know what happened before we were born, so because we wouldn't have probably remembered it anyway. And we've got Spooky. Yeah, who knows? Hello HS. It's just crazy to think that there was like an infinite amount of time, and then pop, we come into existence for a short period of time, and then that's it. I don't know. Something about that theory doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. I mean, other people think that is true, but it just doesn't quite make sense to me. Like, why did I come into existence at this random time in existence, and just to only be here for a short period of time, and then that's it? No time came into what you're saying, Bobby. Oh, really? Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe if you're new here. Hello, Crumstains. How you doing tonight, everybody? Hope you've all had a good day. Let's get this shared out if you can. That would be really appreciated. Sharing this, Karen, they say. No time came into existence as well. What do you mean? Because us humans think we're more important than we really are. I mean, I don't know. Hello, Leia. How you doing? But it's just the subjective experience of consciousness. It seems like something that, like, science can't fully explain it. There's a thing called the hard problem of consciousness, and science is still trying to figure out, the thing called the hard problem of consciousness. So there's just, shall we say, unanswered questions. Hello, Vex. What we're saying, but time did not exist. What do you mean time did not exist? What are you saying? It all just seems weird, this existence. It's just, why did I just randomly come into existence? Why me? Why in this subjective experience? Why did I come into this at this time in the universe? Why did I just pop into existence? Like, it doesn't, I don't know. Hello, Tukito. I'm not saying that I'm a religious person or believe in God in a biblical sense, but I'm just saying that little peace rules. What happened before the Big Bang is like saying what direction is north. What do you mean? Well, who knows what happened before Big Bang? But some argue that the Big Bang didn't happen unless there was somebody there to observe it. So was there anybody there to observe the Big Bang? Probably not. So therefore, did it even happen? Because they're saying that if a tree falls over and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? I've ever been in the army? No, I've not. People seem to think I've been in the army. I guess I look like that a bit. I don't know. But if a tree falls over and no one's around to hear it, then does it make a sound? Hello, Grievance. Too much wood. Okay, how much wood? Hello, Boy Kid. Hello, how you doing? If anyone's new here, make sure you subscribe. That would be really appreciated. Fear not till the door of faith opened and there was no one there. Okay. So what you're saying, you don't believe in all that stuff then? read it. What you're saying? Read what? Sorry, what we're saying. Sorry if I'm missing any comments and stuff. Oh, you don't know about? I can't be asked to reading a lot of shit. I don't know. Woodchuck thing. I know. I've heard that many times before. The woodchuck thing, the tongue twister. If you fall over and no one hears you, you still fell over, bro. Yeah, but that's because you experienced that. What I'm saying is, if no one experiences something, if no one's around to experience something, then basically, I believe that consciousness is fundamental to this reality. Like, there is nothing outside of consciousness because, like, color, it only exists because we see it. Otherwise, what is color? What is blue unless we're there to experience it? Yeah? I mean, can you explain that? Like, what is these things without an observer, without a conscious observer? So that's what quantum physics talks about the observer being the one that collapses the wave into a particle. Some trees work together as a society. I guess the question is, are trees actually sentient? Because if trees are sentient, then there is never anybody not around to hear it. You could argue. But if we're talking like particles, there has to be somebody like a conscious observer or something. Can you stop with the fucking spam, please? What's this? Joshua says, hi Jimmy, just going to brush my teeth. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Well, it is a bit late, I suppose. A lot of people be getting ready for bed and stuff. Can we just not spam the chat, please? Or we'll just get rid of people, you know? Just go away. Like, have you got nothing better to do? Hello, Pete Pizzo. What country am I from? I live in UK. Guessing you're from Italy, right? Hit that like button, everybody. Yeah, no shit, thanks, Jamie. What are you saying? Hello, Midnight Dracula. Well, I was just, I don't know. I was talking earlier about, hello, it's me, hey girl. Maybe a bird or insect would experience it. Well, that's, yeah, hypothetical, right? I guess it's one of those hypothetical scenarios that we can never prove. Hello, Carl, Mark. Hope you're doing well tonight. Nice to meet you all. Hit that like button. 21 in the house, 11 likes. Come on, guys, let's get to 21 likes. And who's spamming? There's a lot of trolls and stuff, but yeah. So tonight, what we talk about. Yeah, what shall we talk about tonight? Let's get some. I don't know. Like I was talking about benefits and things like that, welfare, and someone was suggesting that we should. You know, they were saying that if people the more that people claim benefits, the more it should come off their pension or something like that. So what do you guys think? Let's maybe talk a bit about that kind of stuff, right? How can we incentivize people to work? And does everybody need to work? Question mark. Does everybody need to work? It's almost like people just want people to be able to work for the sake of it, just to be another cog in the machine or something. But I agree, remigration. What do you mean? You're talking about getting rid of the illegals or something, or Gov takes most money, not us. Yeah, exactly. They're taking it for like their own greedy kind of uses. A lot of it. They take people's money to fund wars and shit like that. And I think they should stop that, really. Welfare is actually good in moderation. Too much of it will only result in creating lazy society. Yeah, I agree. But some argue that if it might be a good idea to have some people not in work, because if everybody works, then it could cause lower wages. I remember someone was arguing. What do you guys think about that? Hello, Aloof Gun. Hello, Mark Porter. Hello, HS. I'm mainly on here these days, but basically, what's this? Ernie Jones, hello. What is retirement age? I'm not too sure, actually. It used to be 65, but I think it's gone up. The work shy with no disabilities, no MH issues, no kids needs their benefits removing. Yeah, but I think that we should be looking into more about kind of ways of let's say, going past the whole kind of 9 to 5 thing though, and kind of meeting people's basic needs, like having more food, like community food growing and stuff like that, as well as cheap accommodation, like new like styles of homes that are cheap to build. Things like that would mean that a lot of people probably wouldn't really have to work that much, if at all. And then if people didn't have to, then they would do it if they want to. That would give them more leverage. So yeah, because I do think that, yeah, it would be better for workers then, basically. Because right now, let's say if everyone's going to work, then companies can just like, like undercut people, and I don't know, they can give people like less than what they deserve, because there's so many people trying to like get the same jobs, if you get me. If their employees are like need more staff, then they'll pay more. So maybe it's a good thing that if there's not that many people in work, perhaps. Property developers are greedy, I agree. Hello Sam, how you doing? Yeah, it's just, and there's not a lot of incentive for them to actually build a lot of new homes as well now, because of, wait, do your comment, sorry? No, sorry, I'm not listening to that right now. Hello Dies. Hello Harry. Yeah, we talk sometimes politics, sometimes religion. It just depends what I feel like talking about at the time. No, I'm not. Oh, sorry. Do I like juice? I thought you said, am I on the juice? I mean, yeah, like fruit juice or something. What's that? Who would you say is the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan? I don't know, because I don't watch that stuff. Favorite religion? I don't have a favorite religion. I'm not someone that really believes in religion, to be honest. Hello, Viv Singh. I don't know, because I wouldn't take cocaine, that's not good stuff, is it, really? Midnight, thank you. Hit that like button, everybody, share the live out if you can, that'd be really appreciated. Annie says, there's no incentive to work for people on benefits, because some get a higher income from benefits than they would if they work. Exactly. Especially if they know how to blag the system. What do I believe in then? I don't really believe in anything, because if I don't have any evidence, then I'm not gonna believe in it, kind of thing. So that's what I would say. There are certain things I believe that are unknowable, and maybe we're just best to just kind of keep an open mind, really. That's my take on it anyway. Okay, different question then. What's your least favorite religion? I don't have a least favorite one, because I think that I'll just say all the Abrahamic faiths I'm not really into. I'd say some of the better ones you could argue are more like Buddhism and stuff like that, which arguably is more of like a philosophy. You like raving? No, not really. I'm not into that. I'm not into the whole kind of raves scene. That I'm not really into that, but I do think it was good in a way that it brought a lot of people together. Hello Essex, how you doing? Can I get your opinion on something? If you got, okay, what the hell? What is going on with these comments? It's wild tonight in the chat. It was a bit quiet today, but it's gone wild tonight though. I like Hinduism the least. Caste system is barbaric and just bad. Is that true though? How is it a caste system? Maybe explain more about Hinduism. Like shall we talk about caste system? Is it terms of like, is it to do with like non-believers or something, or because it's like into a lot of religions they, condemn non-believers in it and stuff like that. Even people from another religion or something. Hello, Sadie X, how you doing? So it's like people, yeah, no, Joe Rogan's not dead. I mean, I've seen that many times. They're just trying to mess around with all that thing. Do you like Zionism? And there's many types of Hinduism, okay? Yeah, I'm not really, I mean, Zionism, I mean, it's a touchy subject, isn't it? But Personally, I don't know why America keeps sending so much money to them, but that's just my thoughts on it. Now, some argue, well, America benefits from it, but does the average American benefit from that? Because have you looked at how much money is actually being America sending to them? Yeah, Zionism's not a religion; it's a belief in Israel being having its homeland, but a lot of like people who believe in Judaism may support that because that's their biases, I guess you could say, that they want to have their own homeland or something for the Jewish people. I'm 6'4". I don't know how you managed to get so close to my height, but I guess they can guess. These comments are ridiculous, but anyway. But it's all engagement, I suppose. Hello, Dance Girly. Life is hard, yeah. No, I'm not ginger now. Probably just the lighting if it looks ginger. This is just, I don't know, it's just some of the comments there. What's your opinions on, God, here we go. Go, hello. Yeah, about 6'4" I am, yeah. I'm a tall guy. Yeah. The bog's solid, what the hell? Some of these comments are just so stupid. Anyway. So so I put out a poll earlier on my page and it says, would you rather have £1 million now or £100,000 per year for the rest of your life? Now you could say that if you have £1 million now, you could just like invest that into some high yield and you would get probably almost 100,000 a year just from that. So you could argue that having 1 million now might be actually, I don't know, if you could invest 1 million and then maybe you could invest that million into a business. So 100k pounds per year, but you could invest £1 million. Like, let's say if you invested £1 million into like something else, some kind of business, you start that up and then boom, in a year, you could double that money or something. But I guess it depends if you can be asked with that. But 100k per year and invest to make profit. But if you had 1 million now, then you could probably already be making over 100,000 a year in profit. So that's the argument for like 1 million now, you could argue. But it depends. Like I said, I'm not somebody who really would want to be making 100k anyway, because beyond a certain point, your life isn't really going to get that much better, I don't think. In a good gambler, I don't do well with investment, so I'd rather have 100k per year. Fair enough. CBA with the tax for 1 million. There is that truth. But let's say if it was tax-free, if tax was accounted for and it was, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you have a problem, Mikey, just move on, you know? Baby girl, okay, whatever. Oof says I'd take the 100k too. Right. 1 million safe investments is going to get you back. I don't know. No, you can get more than 10, 20k a year, I believe. And yeah, a little hard. In fact, there's actually accounts where you can get a lot more than that. I mean, there's index funds that actually give you about 10% return on average, but I guess you could argue in terms of they're not 100% safe. But you've got like index funds are diversified, and some years they go down, but overall they tend to get like 10% returns or something. There's also property investment, so you've got like things such as renting out, but then you could argue, well, you might not even get 10% a year from that. Usually it's about 7%, but you also have capital appreciation, so that's something to factor into that. Open a bank. No, I'm not live on multiple platforms. Not today. I can't be bothered with it because, like I said, if I was to do TikTok, I'd have to I've used the shitty camera for this one. I tried going live on TikTok earlier. Fuck all people showing up. Hello, memes or guy doing? Just saying you're a proper legend. Okay, thank you. What's that? A lot of people make good income selling socks and underwear. Oh yeah, you could set up some good business if you had $1 million. Like think about, if you were smart enough, you could put that investment into something that's going to generate way more than 100K per year. But there is risk to everything, so that's the argument. No, I'm not live on multiple platforms. I just said, you're not listening. Can I buy your pants? What the hell? Better stay on YouTube. Yeah, it's better. It's just a lot more lively on here. A lot more engaging chat. Used underwear. What the hell? This is weird. Thank you for the 16 likes, everybody. Yeah, hit that like button. Share the live. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you. But yeah, so what would you do with $1 million if you had that? I mean, I suppose you could buy let's say if you had buy a nice house or something, but you could say do that with 100K as well. But you could say just I don't know. There is arguments for and against. I guess it's yeah. What are you saying, Rolling Star? Hello, Zach. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Hello, Stephen. How you doing? Hello, I'm a human. How you doing? So does anyone go on that poll that I put out on my community page where it says, would you rather have £1 million now or £100,000 a year for the rest of your life? But the thing is that even if it was, say, true that you only get a small return each year, you've got the argument of, what's the word? Compound interest. So let's say if you got, 100K per year, it's going to probably take a lot longer to get that compound interest from that. Whereas if, say, you got $1 million, and you say, even if you put half of that in, and then you put you would get over time, after a few years, if you was even getting, say, 5% returns or something. I mean, there's some high interest savings accounts that you can get nearly 5% returns, and you can you see arguably after a few years, it's going to start accumulating. So there's that as well. But anyway, so to be rich, get $1 million per year job. I'm just saying hypothetically, if you either had £1 million now or £100,000 per year for the rest of your life, which would you do? Well, Theodore, why do I need a weird? Oh God, 100K a year. Well, I mean, it depends if you can start a business and get that money up. But let's say if you started a property business and your first year generated you, let's say you start buying a bunch of properties with that £1 million, you then make something like £70,000 a year in profit. Maybe a bit less in net profit, but yeah, you're probably going to be making probably between 50 to 70 in your first year. Then after, say, few years, because you can start buying up more properties, because then you're just reinvesting money, buy more properties, make even more money. So then after about 10, 15 years, and now you're making probably, even more money, basically. So you can just keep reinvesting some money and then buy more properties, make even more money. So hope I'm not diabetic, hopefully. What you're saying, essayist? Hello, why can't Tori read? I'm mainly doing this at the moment. Noah, how you doing? I hope you're well. Hello, this. Do I believe in dinosaurs? Well, they used to exist. I mean, they found bones, right? And there's literally like people out there, like young Earth creationists, who don't believe dinosaurs ever existed. I mean, I think it's a bit of a stretch, really. I don't know. We can get DNT. That's not something I've ever looked into, and it's probably not even legal, is it? So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Anyway, hello, soft pixel. They didn't. What you're saying? Dinosaurs didn't exist. So what about all the archaeologists and stuff who've found dinosaur bones? Are they all lying or something? I mean, they're all lying about that. I mean, it just gets ridiculous, doesn't it, when people denying science like that, you know? I mean, it's like when people deny evolution. It's just, there is evidence that evolution has happened. Yeah, largest animal to ever lived is still alive. Arctic blue whale, right? Is that different to a regular blue whale? I thought it was just called blue whale or something, but is that a specific type? Hello, soft pixel. I'll have to check that. You said it's the largest to have ever lived. Let me just check that. Let me have a look at that, actually. Let me go fact check that, saying that the Arctic blue whale is... Let's see. Let me find out. Yeah. I hope everyone's well. So, I remember there was these like theories about some supposed whale that was about 600-700 feet long or something, but because they found some sound that come from a long way away. Don't trust Google, right? Well, yeah, true. Google isn't always trustworthy, but yeah, I get that. Yeah, yeah. So, is everybody all right tonight? Hope you've all had a good day. If you're new here, please subscribe. That would be really, really appreciated. 30 meters, Arctic blue whale. Really. Yeah. So, is everybody okay? Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? I was looking. There was a thing called the megalodon, but it's not quite as big or something. The other one's 80 feet, so not quite as long. 24 meters long. I think it's blown up. No, mate, nothing left to free. What do you mean? What are you saying? What are you talking about? Anyway, hello, JFT.TV. How are you doing? What are you saying, soft pixel? This chat can get a bit ridiculous sometimes. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Yeah. There's an animal that used to exist, now it's extinct. Yeah, it was called a megalodon, but apparently it was 80 feet, so it wasn't actually as long as the blue whale. Yeah, single eye. But still very big though. It's a lot bigger than how big is the whale shark? That's 10 to 12 meters, 33 to 40 feet long. So it's not that long then, is it? Whale shark. USA attacked Iran 5 minutes ago. Oh, really? Is that true? Is that true? I don't think it was that. What's that you're talking about? Yeah. Are you hungry? No. I'm fine. What is going on here? Yeah, yeah. Hope everyone's well. There are instances of dragons with humans, said dinosaur bones. So you're saying that that they're dragons and not dinosaurs? I mean, I've actually thought that actually. Hello, Marcus. Hello, Mahesh. Because dragons kind of look a bit like dinosaurs. So I was like, what if they were actually dragons? I mean, there's probably some theory out there that they're actually. Yeah, yeah. Are we all right, everybody? Welcome in. In the Bible says dragons, bro. Oh well, yeah, because you can trust everything in the Bible, right? Yeah, you can scientifically prove everything in the Bible, right? Oh yeah, mammoth. Yeah, they were like bigger, like versions of elephants or something. Is it something like that? Reminds me of, is it Manny the mammoth or something? Manny the mammoth. Like Bible doesn't say dragons. I don't know. I've never looked at it. So is it Manny the mammoth or something? Um, yeah, yeah. Manny the mammoth. Yeah, is everybody all right? Yeah, that was in an Ice Age, apparently. Yeah, that was in Ice Age. I remember Ice Age. Sid the Sloth. The hippie elephants. Hippie elephants. Yeah. Who's Jasmine Crockett? I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Yeah. All right. Anyway. I don't know. I don't really use the extractor fan. Someone was mentioning about my extractor fan before, but I didn't put any of that in there, so I don't even know it. Is it even a fan? I haven't even tried using that. I don't even know. I've never even tried to use it, so maybe in the summer it might be worth trying to use it to cool it down. Hello, Valerie Bro. Yeah, like some techno music. Like something like, yeah, there was a thing called the Glitch Mob. Not if you've heard of them, but it's more like glitch music. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you like jazz? Yeah, some jazz I like. Yeah, yeah. What about you? You like jazz? Which ones do you recommend? Valerie says, check out my page if you want to listen to my music. I love jazz too. Big fan. Oh, cool. So you make jazz music, you say? Oh no, like Valerie Bro, like um, what's going on? Oh, you make techno. All right. Hang on a second. Like Valerie B. Says you're a self-taught producer, remixer. Oh, cool. Favorite animal? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite animal. I do like blackbirds because the way that they sing and the different sounds that they can make. It's quite fascinating. So yeah. Um, I bought out a song yesterday, death metal. Oh yeah. Yeah. Strange smell with bloody corpses. Blood spilled everywhere. Well, I know Knaviko. No, I'm not Canadian, eh, Chris? I'm from the UK, eh? Scared everyone away. Oh, yeah. Did you do any black metal? Black metal's more like, I worship Satan! Yorkshire, Manchester type. I live in York, but I'm originally from Blackburn. Hi, Mike. How are you? If you're from the UK, why? What the hell? Yeah, no, it's getting mad, isn't it, with all the people getting arrested for just posting an opinion. Crazy. Orwellian times, eh? Wrong think. Central C. I don't know who that is. Who's Central C? Oh, nice. Nottingham, but live Luton now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nottingham. I went to Nottingham once. Like Luton Airport. Yeah. Luton Airport. There was a band from Nottingham. I can't remember the name. Well, I know there was a band called Earth Tone. I think the Earth Tone 9 is from Nottingham, actually. Yeah, but I don't know if they're still going. Let's have a look. Are they from Nottingham? Yeah, they're from Nottingham. Earth Tone 9. Yeah, they're going still, but yeah, they were on their own alternative metal band. Hello, Jayla. How you doing? Hello, May Win. How you doing? Hello, Daniel. Yeah, Keir Starmer. They're all wankers, to be honest, aren't they? You know. Hello, Mike. Yeah, a lot of bands. Yeah. Trying to remember, there was another like heavy metal type of band. Evil Scarecrow, I think they were called. Yeah, Evil Scarecrow. That was the one I was thinking. I think they're from Nottingham. Evil Scarecrow. Don't know if you've heard of them, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're. But I'm not gonna play them on here just in case. They're from Nottingham. They put like paint on the Evil Scarecrow band. Oh, I don't know what they're saying about hair or something. No, I don't need a haircut. They're just like trying to wind me up, I think. Whatever. Oh, you've heard of them? Oh, yeah. Hi, Jeremiah. How you doing? I hope you're well. Hello, Daniel Sorin. Yeah. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Hello, Anu Tap. Yeah, it's 20 past 12. I'm in the Netherlands. There are many nets here. What you mean? There are many nets. What a net? You mean nets? Like fishing nets or something? What do you mean terrific celestial? James Brown. Oh yeah, James Brown's good. Yeah, that song I Feel Good. Whatever. Yeah. There was also that other one. Was it Sex Machine or something? Thank you for subbing. So yeah, I take care. Have a nice rest then. Internet networks as well. About internet network. Oh, you mean on net? You were saying a lot of nets. Internet network. You're saying. What you're saying? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my British accent is like Northern English. Hi, Pastor Semper. How you doing? Yeah, we're all virgins when we're born. That's true. Yeah. Hello, Steve. How you doing? What would using a VPN help me with? Fandom's like, what you mean? What is going on in here? Yeah, is everybody okay? this chat soon to just be so stupid sometimes. Okay. Like, what the hell, guys? Anyway, is everyone okay? Hope you're all well tonight. Sam Rock says you look like the final Russian boss in a FPS game. Oh, really? Hello, RS. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? When were you the happiest? Says Moon Magic. Good question. I think just when I'm like, I think just when I'm just having a laugh with people and stuff, and just yeah, or if I'm doing something fun like going on a hike or something like that. I enjoy doing stuff like that when I'm in a group of people going hiking and stuff, or doing some kind of activity like that, you know. Also, when I've been on like long bike rides, I've had good times with that. I remember when I was out on a bike ride with someone, we just had a long ride out somewhere, and we'd just be cruising and just I'll have to go out on the bike again soon, but yeah. Do you have TG chain group? What do you mean? What's TG? I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, Telegram, nah. I don't use Telegram. No. No, there's a lot of like spammers on there, aren't there, on Telegram? I remember there was a lot of like crypto and all whatever bullshit. People doing all sort of money printing bullshit. Like, yeah, couldn't be asked. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the 28 likes, everybody. Hello, Suleiman Bojang. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yeah, so I couldn't be bothered with all that, really. Oh, you're from Netherlands? Oh, really? Where are you from originally? Doesn't sound like a Dutch name. Yeah, nice to meet you all anyway. Hit that like button, everybody. What time we're on? 12:24. So yeah. Yeah, we're all right tonight, everybody. Oh, you're Italian. It's a me, Mario. When's it your Dal Mio day? Has anyone ever seen that advert? Dal Mio. 3 things on your bucket list. Good question. Yeah, I'm not sure really. I have to think. 3 things on my bucket list. Pub crawl on push bikes can be fun. Oh yeah, I don't really do pubs, but yeah, I suppose it's good to just go and like for like the scenery and stuff. But 3 things on my bucket list. I don't really think about things like that, but I think just traveling the world, I think would be a good one. Possibly skydive, maybe something like that if I can get myself round to it. Either skydiving or hang gliding or something like that, or some really like long zip line. I'd like to do like a zip line. I think would be good. Like the world's longest zip line would be pretty cool. Yeah. What you saying? Hello, Morty James. The scenery is the best. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, is everybody all right tonight? Hope you've had a great day. Thank you for the likes. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. So, yeah. Yeah, we all right, everybody? Hope you're all well tonight. And 30 likes, thank you very much. Who created the skies and the earth and between them? Well, some would say nobody did, and it just happened. Is the world really like you think in the UK? What do you mean? I mean, everywhere is different, right? Moon Magic says, like, thank you for answering. No problem. Yeah, I try to answer if I can, but sometimes it's hard for me to like answer stuff on the spot. I can be a bit difficult. It can be a bit difficult to like answer everything like on the spot. People putting me on the spot like with asking me like deep questions. Sometimes I need some time to process. So yeah, but hope everyone's well anyway. Hello, the legend. It just happened? Question mark. Did a phone for example, appear out of nowhere, it's an illogical argument. I mean, maybe the universe is just something that always existed and there is no start to it, perhaps. And it's just something that, yeah, I mean, maybe the universe itself is the thing that is the thing is we can't fully comprehend like what the reality is, but people put in like God of the gaps and stuff because we don't fully understand it. So I would say it's illogical to just assume that there's some magical, mystical being that created everything, something that we can't see, but they say that it's illogical to just suggest that maybe the universe has no, I mean, for all I know, that we collectively brought the universe into existence. Like collective consciousness might have just, it all started from a thought, and collective consciousness brought it into existence. I mean, so I just don't really think we need to kind of assume that it's a biblical God or something, or the God of the Quran. I just have my own thoughts and stuff. Christopher says Reform UK. I mean, do you really think that there aren't going to be any better than any of the other ones? Hi, Greg Woodridge. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm from India watching your live at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. And then we've got Albanak Mark says Reform, and then Facepalm. Yeah. Welcome back, Bird Milk. May Win says, no, I'm not adding mods right now. I'm just, yeah. If I want to get rid of something, then I can just get rid of it. Hello, Manav Mishra. I'm from the UK, away from, and RS is from India as well. Oh, yeah. Cormac, no, I won't be. I don't vote for anybody. I don't believe that there's any point in voting, personally, but yeah. The only time I would vote is if I voted in like a sort of a vote of no confidence, shall we say. That's the only time I'd probably ever vote, is if you could vote no confidence or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only time I would ever vote, I think. As if that was a option. Voting is a sucker's game. That's how I see it, really. It's just a compliant, not so yeah, whatever you call it, to, yeah, you know what I mean. You work for BT in UK. Oh, cool. Yeah. Is everybody okay then? Okay, can we not spam Chris? Hello, Lola Hetty. I don't think Trump will get in 2028. How can he get in? He can't do a third term, can he? Australia. Hello, Kennedy and Elliot. How you doing? It's such a mess. We have as much natural gas as Qatar, yet because of net zero, we can't use the gas. Yeah. And about the whole fracking thing. So some argue it's bad for the environment, but then others are saying that it's not as bad as they're making it out to be. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can. What you mean, right to repair? What you're on about? Pro right to repair? Are you on about with phones and stuff? I mean, yeah, I think that the whole thing of making them like impossible to like repair them, so force you to buy new phones. This is where I disagree with parts of capitalism, where it's like it just gets greedy, and like they do this thing called planned obsolescence, I mean, like I said, I can agree with certain parts of capitalism, but I think there needs to be some regulations on things. I was actually arguing with someone the other day about capitalism and stuff, but I mean, there is some good to it, but like I said, it needs to be done in a more regulated way, you could argue. It's like, for example, another problem is I've heard cars have started getting features in them, which are like premium features that you have to pay a subscription to unlock features that are already built into it. So you're just getting like screwed over even more. So we could have vaulted out some bad ass judges here, but nobody knew they were even on the ballot, really. Chat, my ref. Okay, what is going on here? Cormac says, do you think there's too many? I mean, I think it's just like I was saying that it's not the foreigners themselves, it's the illegal stuff going on. And Anura, how you doing? Welcome in here. How you doing tonight? Hit that like button, everybody, and subscribe if you're new. I mean, it's not the foreigners themselves. I think it's there's illegal ones coming in and take it, and it's I don't blame them. By the way, I don't blame them for coming here and taking resources and whatever, because I think you'd probably do it if you were in the same situation, probably. Hello, heck, tourist Trada, and Anura's from India. Okay, nice to meet you. So it must be early morning over there, right? Yeah, nice to have you all here tonight. Hope you've all had a great day. Hit that like button, everybody. What you're saying? I want to send you some proactive. What do you mean? What's that? Ireland is incredibly booming. Really? I wouldn't say Ireland is booming, but I don't know. What makes you say Ireland is incredibly booming? Anyway, is everybody okay? Hope you've had a great day, people. Who would win in a fight, Sonic the Hedgehog or Freddy Fazbear? I don't know. Freddy Fazbear, who was that? This is not live. No, it's not live. I don't know. I mean, Freddy Fazbear. Let's have a look. Not sure. Like, I mean, it's hard to say. Favorite song? Hard to say, really. I mean, there's that many songs out there. It's hard to pick a song, really. Ireland way better than the UK, to be fair. What makes Ireland better than the UK? This dude is AI, yeah. Hey, COD's Games. Yeah. Shout out to COD's Games. Really? I look like Zayn Malik, apparently. Really? Maybe you need your eyes testing or something. Have you heard MF Doom before? No, what's that? Is that a musician or something? What are we talking about? Michael says OMG, tell him. Oh, goodness. And we've got 22 people here. Welcome in, everybody. Ronnie says, if we wrestle, do you think you could pull me off? I mean, I don't know what you like at that stuff, so it's hard to say. Okay, Mustafa, whatever. Okay. What is going on, eh? Kyle, I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Oil checker, what do you mean? What do I do for fun? Your mama? I don't know, man. I've never been to Nigeria. I've heard it's kind of like an up and coming economy. It's like, yeah, there's some rich people, I think, in Nigeria. I looked at like the wealthiest person in Nigeria is actually a billionaire, believe it or not. Yeah, apparently the richest person in Nigeria is a billionaire. You think to yourself, they should probably do more to try and help them. But yeah, But I suppose like you could say that our like rich people should do more as well. Like you got people like Elon Musk who are like, and all these billionaires, they don't care about helping the poorest of people out, do they? Really? I don't think. No, I'm in York. I used to live in Blackburn though. Manchester was about probably 40 minutes away from me, really, where I used to live. You would definitely love Nigeria. What would I love about Nigeria? What's your thoughts, Tony Blair getting rid of capital punishment for treason? Is that, I mean, capital punishment is long gone. What do you mean? Capital punishment was long gone way before Tony Blair. Abby, whatever. Hi from France. Hello, Serive Blue. Sorry, I don't know how you pronounce that. Hello, Kenneth from Boston, Massachusetts. A part of the car in a Harvard yard. Hello, Gooey Kun. How you doing? Boston. Yeah. Park the car in the Harvard yard. Huh. Thank you for the 34 likes. Hi, Stargazer. Good to see you again. How are you? Welcome in here. Yeah. I can't believe it. At last, someone fascinating from here. From where? Yeah. You're on about the Manchester area. Yeah, other accents. I can do Donald Trump's voice. Yeah, I can do like a bit of an Australian one. Good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Park the car in the yard. Harvard, you say in the Harvard yard. Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of dropping O's in there. 1 million Nigerian Naira equals £513. Really? I didn't know that. That is quite yeah. Isn't it a bit like in yen? I remember like 1 million yen was only like a few £1,000s. Because I remember there was a show called Takeshi's Castle. I don't know if anyone ever saw it. Like there was a show called Takeshi's Castle that had these silly challenges and stuff on it where they had to like basically one of them was where they had to walk along a bridge and they would shoot these cannonballs at them and try to knock them off. It'd be like this wobbly bridge they had to walk along. Hello Jade, how you doing? Oh really? Oh goodness. It's just mad so many people falling for those scams though, like Nigerian prince scams and things like that. Like, I mean, there's some real gullible people out there, some really vulnerable people. He is fake, I make you whatever. What is going on? What €1 is it? 87p, yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's sort of like between like $1 and like £1. Even sounds similar. Oh, really? I mean, Manchester's a bit different accent. It's like, you're right, mate, from money. Right, lava. Takeshi Castle used to be on after Euro Trash. It was on the Challenge. It was a channel called Challenge. A lot of them were like old game shows and stuff, like Family Fortunes and stuff like that. Well, in America, it's called Family Feud. Yeah, there are a lot of global folks out there, yeah. What do you think we should do about that? Is there anything that we can do to try and stop global people from being prey to these things? W voice, okay, thank you. Alfie says, yeah, Scousers, or yeah, Newcastle, yeah, some people say that about them. Or Birmingham, I think some people say the Birmingham accent is one of the worst ones. Birmingham! They sound not quite nicely, don't they, in Birmingham, don't they? Can I have some chips and gravy? Yeah. About the Irish accent, what about it? Oh, Ember advice. How you doing? Hello, Car. I'm happy, yeah. I'm British, yeah. VR, how you doing? Good to see you again. How you doing tonight? Little Ox smells. New London gangster. What you on about? You're good at impressions, are you? Yeah, I'd like to do different impressions. That food was fucking raw. I'd rather eat fucking cat food than eat that. Makes me want to fucking be fucking sick. I can't serve that to my fucking customers. They're expecting Michelin fucking star fucking food. Yeah, I agree. How's it going? Day number 8. You're counting the number of days. What the hell? Counting the days that you're telling me God, Jesus loves me. His accent is still understandable though. Okay, fair enough. Essex, alright, yeah, Essex. Oh, shut up. Yeah, that's Essex. AI blood, what you're saying? G-man, trying to get queffed up. What does that mean? Religion is boring AF. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not into religion. I think it's because it was designed to control people. It's made by men to control men and women as well, of course. But yeah, you know what I mean. Is there a bug on your wall? No. Hello, Raoul Duke. I don't hate you. When did I say I hate you? Lamp, sorry. Okay. I don't know. What's someone was saying about lamp, but I don't think there's a bug, is there? It's just a bit broken, that's all. It keeps going on the floor and stuff. Thank you for the 40 likes, everybody. Nice one. What's every day? I didn't say that, did I? Christopher Hitchens, have you seen any videos by him? Not really. Yeah. Is anyone else sciencey, guys? Not really. I've done little bits of like kind of boxing, but nothing serious. Like there was like this punching bag. I mean, I just kind of occasionally I would just kind of have a bit of a do with it at the gym. He doesn't like religion either. Good debates. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not a complete atheist though, because I mean I'm open-minded. I feel like science doesn't fully explain like consciousness and stuff like that. So, but as for like religion, I don't subscribe to any religion. Yeah. What you say about what you mean? His science and philosophy is not the best. Why is it not the best then? You're Gnostic. So can you explain about that? What do you mean by that? Like, what's your belief system then? Like, tell us about what you believe. Vincent K says, hey, homie, how you doing? Not too bad, thank you. How are you? If anyone's new here, please could you subscribe to the channel? Anyway, so you're saying still 10 times smarter than his brother. Who's his brother? So yeah. So what are you saying about his philosophies you don't agree with? WrestleMania. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. You watching WrestleMania? Is that what you're going to be doing? Something. Thank you for 41 likes. Let's get to 50 likes real quick. Hello, big dog. There is no self. Everything's just happening. There's no doer in the body. That's what the Buddhists meditate on. So what do you mean? So what happens after you die then? Is that it? Or what happens? I'm just wondering like what you think about that. Hello, YBD2187. Yeah. I'm going to Pantene Pro V my beer now, okay. Because with that then, mainly he didn't understand the Big Bang very well, and he's complete materialist. So how do you see the Big Bang? And when you say about materialist, you're then about the materialistic view of like the world, as in like, yeah. I know there was this guy called Rupert Sheldrake who challenges some of the science dogmas. Well, he calls it 10 dogmas of science, but he gets kind of like ridiculed by the science community. And but apparently he did some experiment where it was called the telephone telepathy experiment, where apparently when they were told that there was going to be like 4 choices who were going to like be on the other side of the phone, because it was a withheld number, so they had a choice of 4, and it was about 40% chance, 40% got it right, and 25% is chance rate. So it was well above chance rate. So it was statistically significantly above chance rate. So the question is, why did that happen? And so is there something going on there? Because the scientific community would not believe in things like psychic abilities and stuff like that. It would ridicule it, most of it, saying, oh, that's some bullshit, that is just magic or whatever. But according to this, there might be something going on there. Maybe it's not psychic, maybe it's some kind of synchronicity or something, but it suggests that there's some kind of something else going on than what meets the eye, basically. And if that test is to be trusted, so I think it's good to keep an open mind with things. And you lost 200k in 1 week. How did you do that? Oh, you get gambling. Gambling is just shit, really. Don't know how anyone would get addicted to gambling, because it's, yeah. I think sometimes you can get subconscious cues from body language, tone of voice. No, this was before they actually picked up the phone. I mean, about like before they had to guess who it was going to be before. So I don't know, like, how would they know? Basically, it was a like these were apparently these were from. Yeah, what's crazy? What's marketing? What you're saying? You're an alcoholic. I mean, I would just say to taper off it. Most people don't do well cold turkey, so just slowly try and reduce your intake. Thank you, USA, God Trump. What's crazy, Alfie? And about the experiment or something else? Can you make it like what you're saying? AI is not intelligent, it's just marketing. Yeah. Well, it can't be intelligent because it can't be conscious, can it? Maybe they just did it loads of times until they got it. Like flipping a coin thousands of times to get 10 heads in a row. Apparently there was about 800 participants. Let's have a look at the telephone telepathy experiment. Let's have a look at it. I mean, yeah, you could argue that the results could have been. So it talks about 40 to 50% success. So saying about in over 850 trials, studies reported a 42% success rate, significantly higher than the 25% expected by chance. And it said here, familiarity increases accuracy, with studies on close friends or relatives showing higher success rates up to 61% in some cases. So I've experienced telepathy on psychedelic substances as a kid, TBF, but I'm not 100%, okay? Hi, Davison. Oh, really? So anyway, I hope you're all well. Hit that like button. So it'd be interesting to see, like, if anyone could actually, redo this experiment on people, how it would be done. I'm not sure. I have to look into how this is done, but it's been done with a lot of trials. So, I mean, how many participants there were in these trials, basically. But you can't keep getting these numbers, like, way above chance rate, time and time again. So anyway, yeah, I hope you're all well. What's this? Let's have a look. So there's a thing here, telephone telepathy, accuracy, and guessing who's calling. So, about whether there's actually any truth to this stuff, or if it's some kind of BS fraud or something. But someone have to, like, recreate the experiment or something. Maybe I should do it someday and see if I can get the same results. Whether you can know who's calling. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on in here? Oh, goodness. Right, what shape am I thinking of right now? Well, I can't really say, I don't know, square. Hi from North Carolina, says Erin. Hi, how you doing? Triangle. Well, I was actually thinking triangle first. I should have gone with my gut instinct, shouldn't I? As they say. The first thing I was thinking was triangle, and then I actually said square. Yeah. I think it was triangle. Well, we didn't prove shit though. Okay. Let me think of one. What shape am I thinking of? Yeah, what shape am I thinking of? Everyone try and guess. Guess number. No, I don't think that's gonna... What shape am I thinking? Hello, Nab. How you doing? Hello, Hone. Hyperbolic paraboloid. Oh, God. Hello, Dot GPT. Triangular was a song of the 1977 of its singer Renato Zero. Oh, yeah. No, not slept yet, no. So, I slept last night. It's still, not going to bed yet. How are you doing? Yeah, so there's also come up, you put a new video out. So yeah, I was thinking circle. So just talking about this thing called telephone telepathy, is that something you've looked into, Nab? Because apparently there was some experiment that Rupert Sheldrake did where he did this thing with different participants where they would have a choice between four participants of four different people as to who was going to ring them. And so they would, like, basically withhold the number first. So that way they wouldn't know who it was going to be because they wouldn't be able to see the number. They would have to guess. And apparently they got it right about 42% of the time or something like that, which is way above chance rate of 25%. Hi, Saraya Boo. So apparently there was 850 trials done. Studies reported 42% success rate, significantly higher than the 25% expected by chance. So it's just something to look into, and because in science they'll say, like, there's no such thing as telepathy or something, but probability. But 850 participants, if in like a, if we actually looked at the chance of that happening by pure chance, would be very, very slim. If it was a coincidence that we had over 40% getting it right by chance, that would be like probably like a 1 in a million chance or something crazy. Maybe not 1 in a million, but like a 1 in 1,000 chance or something. We have it just dampened. Yeah, it's just, that's the thing, is that a lot of people don't have good intuition, it seems. Well, there is actually, isn't there certain animals like cats who can sense like when their owners are on their way home and things like that. So makes you wonder if we have certain like dampened abilities that, yeah. Your Einstein moment. Oh God. Yeah, it was this Rupert Sheldrake thing but he believes in some kind of odd things like panpsychism. Well, he believes that everything's sentient or something, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm not sure everything is sentient though. But have you ever thought about teaching in schools? No, I've never. So have you looked into that thing on telephone telepathy? So what would you make of that then, Stargazer? I was telling you about where a lot of them could sense who was calling them. That some people seem to have this ability to just kind of tell for some reason, or is that study not to be trusted because a lot of scientists would probably just be skeptical and be like, yeah, that's probably bullshit. No, just focus on my own intuition. Yeah. Hi, Heaven, how you doing? That's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, people say things like intuition is not real or whatever, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, you just gotta don't. If you have a experience of something, then I think you shouldn't just like be like, oh well, just dismiss it and be like that is as bullshit. So. I'm feeling drained tonight. How come? I was just thinking about. Oh God. Okay, so it can be trusted, it can be repeated, I guess. I mean, I don't know if anyone could repeat that test. Someone would have to have it done somehow. It could be a bit hard to replicate. I don't know. Maybe you need like a lot of different phones to do it, and I don't know how exactly they would do it. Or it might just mean that you would have to take a while to, to get enough people, like because that study was done with 850 trials or something. Which I guess that means there's 850 participants, which is quite a lot of people to get through, right? So you'd have different people be like, oh, I'm doing a study on, this thing, and I'm going to see if you get the person right. So we're going to withhold the number, so you don't know who it's going to be, and we'll just see if you get it right. I think about someone and then they call sometimes. Yeah, that's what a lot of people experience, where you're thinking about somebody and then they just pop up out of nowhere. It's really weird. It's like, yeah, it's just, I've had certain things where it's like could be seen as a synchronicity and beyond science. Yeah, there's certain things that I believe that science can't explain. So the thing is, science gets really skeptical about a lot of this stuff, but like science wants to be able to demonstrate, and I mean, you could say we might be able to demonstrate some of this stuff, but it's like science wants to be able to make things tangible and something that we can see, like people can, measure and see gravitational waves, for example. Like we can see the effects of gravity. I know some people out there, flat earthers, don't believe in gravity, whatever, but we can see that there's forces of nature. We can see that there is things like what forces like inertia or whatever, right? These are things that we can measure, with things that we can see, but there's certain things, like you said, that seem to be more esoteric and more abstract, I guess. Hello, Jafar. How you doing? Wednesday there was wasn't there someone in Aladdin called Jafar? Pamela Anderson, okay. CH5, the law of thought transmission, Buck Prayer, the art of believer, Neville Goddard. Yeah. So was it telepathy, or is it just some kind of, I don't know, someone was saying that maybe it wasn't telepathy and maybe it was some kind of synchronicity with the universe or something, that person just happened to be taking part in that. I don't know, it's a really interesting one. Hello, Paul Roman. I was talking the other day about some synchronicity with the location of the Great Pyramid and the speed of light. But the problem with that theory is that the meters and kilometers is a relatively new thing. Back when the pyramids were built, meters and kilometers and whatever, they were not even around. Hello, it's Jas. How you doing? I started my studies with the idea of radiational influence levels of individuals. Okay, go ahead. Hello, Brie. How you doing? So these qubit in pyramid times. Okay, yeah, that's in quantum physics, isn't it? Qubits and things like, I've heard of things like microtubules. Yeah. Is everybody okay? Well, pyramid times. Yeah, it's just what I was getting at is that the speed of light 299,792 is the speed of light in kilometers per second, but the location of the pyramid is 29.9792. So some people will say, "Oh, look at this crazy coincidence," like, but kilometers and whatever were not at that time. But they were saying that the pyramids were on the Orion's belt or something, which is interesting. So I don't know. It's a interesting one. Egyptians didn't build them. So what do you think built them then? Aliens or something? So I've heard the theory that aliens built them. What did they actually build them for? To put it simple, EHM, we are like dynamic factors that can either be influenced and influence. And when two humans do that at a level with the same foundations, they can achieve synergy. Interesting. I read that book, 7 Habits of Effective Leadership. So that gave me some structure to that matter. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I'm doing fine, thank you, Evan. How are you doing? Energy creation using electrolysis and conduction. So is there any kind of synchronicity? Do you think that this whole thing of 299,792 is anything relevant? Like, is there some kind of, I don't know, it could just be a coincidence. There is certain coincidences out there. So, but you were saying the other day that there's no coincidences, like how I bumped into that person the other day. And that seemed like a kind of synchronicity because I wasn't even meant to go down that way. I ended up taking a detour somewhere else and ended up going back a different way. If I might not have actually bumped into that person if I'd have gone a different way. Con says it's 1 a.m. on Wednesday morning. It's freezing. Oh yeah, it's gotten a bit cold tonight, but yeah, it was a bit freezing when I was coming home from earlier. But yeah, my brain thinks too fast. If I don't smoke, it becomes too ambitious. Yeah, but I suppose it's good to be ambitious, but we have to be realistic though. So we invented the combustion engine and went down that path of technology. Who is to say that an ancient civilization went on a different arc with tech and they used sounds instead? Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I've seen like some different things on pyramids. I saw a theory that pyramids were built using buoyancy, and there was like machine things that they were using, like using some like pulley systems and things to transport the materials So that could also be a theory as well, but yeah, I'm not really down with the alien theory, but I mean, who knows at the end of the day. But what you guys think of, yeah, the 299, the 792 thing? I mean, it's interesting, but yeah, there's another thing, isn't there, about like how the sun and moon both appear to be about the same size. Like, that's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it, really? Well, if you believe it to be a coincidence, then you're like, oh, wow. Yeah, they almost look like a puzzle piece fit, right? The sun and moon. They just moved in Jas, so it's Jas. Egyptians didn't build them. You need to read the Emerald tablets they or the oldest text found. Oh, really? So, how did they get built then? I mean, who built them? Somebody had to build them, right? I would have thought. They didn't just appear, did they? I mean, some people believe that they were actually built from a cast or something like that. As 1,000 years ago or less, or 100 years ago, sorry. Take India, for example, they created a material that the British could not recreate. So the British unalived all the seamstresses and destroyed all the looms and documentation, and it's been lost since. Oh, really? Well, that's shit, isn't it? Oh, Anunnaki. Yeah, Anunnaki, I've heard about that. Yeah. But what did they build it for? Some people are saying it was some like free energy harvesting. I've heard theories on that. Yeah. All ancient texts and religions have the similar stories. Interesting. Yeah. So it says it's a cosmic coincidence. The sun is about 400 times wider, and the moon is also 400 times further away. Well, that's actually wrong. So basically, they put this thing right. The sun is 400 times wider than the moon, but I've read that wrong. Sorry. But it's interesting how they both appear about the same size, and yeah. The moon is a spaceship. Isn't that what David Icke was saying or something? But it's just like, yeah, it's just a weird one, isn't it? Saying that it's like a puzzle piece fit because I mean, I'm not saying that it isn't, but is it a coincidence or what? The world is slow. All buildings need to be replaced at a certain a certain moment. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of workforce societies that are becoming lazy. True. Yeah, society's definitely become lazy. But they'll say that they're going to eventually start 3D printing houses. Will that be a good idea, or will that end up in a disaster or something? Because you could argue, what if they get things wrong, and then if they fuck up, then it could end up being a disaster or something. So they'd have to do checks on it to make sure that there's no issues with the structures and stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't really say I'm either liberal or conservative. I think you could probably take parts from both and be like, I can be liberal as far as like things such as freedom of speech and freedom of expression, but I could also be conservative in some ways in terms of certain traditional values and things like that. So is that like, they want you to take a side. You either have to be on one side or the other. Is it possible to be centered in England? What was prefab? Hang on. You're on about with these 3D printed houses. What do you mean, is it possible to be centered in England? Prefab's way faster. Yeah, prefab houses are like quick. Like I said, I think they should probably build more of those because it just. But I think, is it because there's less profit? I don't know if you could say there could be more profit to be made, but then again, creating artificial shortages in housing supplies would make more money. Like if they could get houses up in no time and sell cheap houses, they make fuck all profit, right? So fun fact of the day. Good question. Australia is not an island, apparently. It's a country and a continent, which was really confusing to me. How can a country be a continent as well? But I always thought of it as a country within a continent called Australasia or Oceania, but then they say it's a region. So let's ask it, what continent is New Zealand in? Hello, Bro Vortex. Hello, Satyam. So it says, what continent is it in? Oceania, it says. Then we go, what continent does New Zealand fall under? But it says Oceania. But then when I ask, is Oceania is a continent? So this is the logic. It says, I don't understand the logic. It says, isn't New Zealand part of the same continent Australia is in too? But they were saying Australia can't be an island because it's already a continent. This is what was really confusing to me because it's like, how can, if it's New Zealand is part of the Oceania continent, but then how can they say Australia is a country? It's really a mindfuck, isn't it? Yeah. So it says, let's have a look. So it's called Zealandia. New Zealand sits upon a different submerged section of continental crust. So that's what they were talking about, because Australia is a continental plate or something like that. And that's why Australia is considered as a continent. It's all very confusing because some people consider Oceania as a continent, but then they say that Australia is a continent. I own a custom jewelry company in London. Oh, really? Oh, cool. That's good then. I mean, if that's true. Yeah. Yeah, somehow I doubt it. Anyway, now you're still there. Yeah, I'm happy, yeah. If you mean gay as in happy, then yeah. They'll message the Insta and they'll respond to you. Oh, really? So you can prove it, can you? Hi, Spotify. We just launched. Oh, really? What is going on? Sit Muffin C Man, not seen you for a while. How are you doing? What is the planet is spinning at 48,000 miles per hour? The 24-hour clock would still work. I think they're hiding land from us. What makes you think they're hiding land from us? What are you saying? You're not a flat earther or something, are you? I sound non-American. Yes, I'm non-American. I'm British. All right. I'll keep that in mind. What's that? The planet is bigger than we think. How's that then? What you're saying that is Antarctica bigger or something, or how does it work then? Like, how can you explain like what you mean? The planet is bigger than we think. You see me just a different account, my PC account. Okay, what was your name? Something. I don't know. I've seen your name Muffin C Man before, but it gets a bit confusing. People coming in with different names and stuff. Serious call guy message lol. Okay. What's going on? The planet spins at 48. I was proud that means the planet would have to be 24,000 miles circumference. Well, it is 24, nearly 25,000 miles circumference, they say the Earth is, right? So what's your point? I don't get what you're trying to say. Don't say the name. Okay, what's going on? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Theodore. What are you saying? Hi, Bjorn. You ever heard of Anthony Rayston? No. No, who's that? I don't know who that is. Nathan says, I mean, Earth is relatively small compared to other planets in the solar system, known galaxy in the universe. Yeah, well, that's what they say in it, that we're insignificant and we're just kind of this little speck of dust in the cosmos. In fact, they say, don't they, that there's more galaxies in the universe or something like that than there are grains of sand on a beach. Yeah. There's that's what they're saying, it that there's, imagine that, to think that there's more galaxies in the universe than there are grains of sand on a beach. It's crazy to think that. Old saying, when you point a finger at someone, three fingers pointing back at you. So many people trying to slur people with the boring AF. Yeah, no, it's just gets old. I just ignore it all, you know? Like, I think they're just trying to get attention, whatever. Calvin Gamble says, you talk rubbish. Well, if you disagree with something, then just say. You know, a cruise ship could fit in a grain of sand. What? The fuck? Hello, I'm not Zussin. Well, it's all adds to the algorithm. That's why I let them stay. If I blocked them all, it would affect the algorithm. So, yeah. Someone told me that if you block everybody, then the algorithm doesn't push it out as much. And I found that since I've been not blocking everybody, then yeah, I do at least get some. I've been at least getting some real people anyway. Interstellar economics is a crazy topic to grasp. Oh, really, David? Yeah. So eventually, I was like, oh, what was Interstellar again? I was thinking Inception. Where it was like dreams within dreams and stuff. I dislike the rubbish you talk. Well, if you have a disagreement with anything that I said, then yeah, do, Jim, yeah. Hello, Carrot God. Yeah, no, but I've tried doing group chats before, but just, it gets a bit kind of, I don't know. I find it hard to really kind of do that, to be honest, especially when I have more than one person on. I might start doing like one-on-one chats at some point, but what do you even know about the political exorcer? I don't know about that. Yeah. No. What about a God particle? So is there such a thing as a God particle? I've heard of a thing called like quarks and stuff like that, and neutrinos. Because, I mean, how do we know it just doesn't go on for infinity? How do we know that it doesn't just go onwards for infinity? Like, that it goes, like, it's particles that get smaller and smaller, because there's only so much that we can really see. Some believe that it goes, infinitely inwards, as well as infinitely outwards, or something, so. What's that? For God's so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So what you're saying is that if somebody doesn't believe in him, they don't get everlasting life? Is that what it is? Hello, Aki Gamer, thank you. Muffin Seaman says, strange but cool of you, what's that? Hello, sarcastic. Mike, okay, well, Unknown names. Schizophrenia. Hi, Zachary. Oh, here we go. What is going on in here? It was found in a pyramid. What was that? No, I don't do Minecraft. Nah, I don't play Minecraft. Is it not more vegan to recycle dogs? Oh, God. Recycled dogs, really? Do I like men? I mean, as friends? A god particle. How can I look smart like you, bro? Well, why do you want to look like me? Look like you? Translate to believe in your imagination. Yeah. Okay, how you doing, Stargazer? I didn't know you were still there. The frog particle. England, yes, I'm from England. Disco fries. Yeah, it's been a day. Oh, yeah. Hi, Night Crusader. There you go. There's a thought. Hello, MFL clan. Hello, Hardick. Hello, Bruno. How you doing? Hello, the coffee. Oh, God. Third particle. What do you mean? What's up with those fingernails? They're not that bad, are they? I mean, I had them like longer than that before I cut them, but yeah, I'll probably cut them again soon. I just cut them when I get around to it, basically. Made me feel so insignificant. What was that? I don't know what that stray kids thing is. I keep hearing people go on about that. Don't know what it is. This skull fry says fair enough. But at the same time, the intent was born to matter. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Favorite music artist? I would say like probably anything to do with Mike Patton. People feel emboldened to insult on the internet. Yeah, I know, but I just kind of don't really pay any attention to it anymore. It's like whatever, just like what Ruffy Duck's back pretty much at this point. So I've heard it all before, you know. It's just like Groundhog Day. Going for breakfast, catch you soon. Okay, take care. Have a good one. Right. Do you play video games? If so, what's your favourite? I used to like a lot of like Need for Speed and stuff like that. I used to like racing games and yeah. It's like Forza Motorsport and stuff. Do I believe in afterlife? Not really, but I am open to like ideas of afterlife and reincarnation, things like that. That's also a Grey Rock game on point. What was that? Grey Rock game. What do you mean? Grey Rock game. Bjorn says, read everywhere you go, you have an army, don't take piss. This is what they are working on in space. Now we keep telling people that they would want to end. The Royal Marine said he would shoot the satellite. I don't know what you mean. Okay. Goodness. What are they even talking about? It just sounds like some gibberish or something. Oh, goodness. Yeah, is everybody alright tonight then? Hope you've all had a good day. Hello, Ixisto. Grey rock / giving no energy, no emotional reaction to abuse. Or really just kind of like, more of like a metaphor for that or something. Okay then. Yeah, we alright everybody? Yeah, best to just kind of give it a neutral reaction basically, yeah. Of a difference. I don't want to read any book unless I need it at this point. Yeah. I mean, it's good to like read books and study things and depends on where you are in life. Some people need books, like self-help books, to help them with things such as like maybe if they want to do some shadow work, so it might help you with that, or things like self-image. There's books on that help you with that. There's books like Psycho-Cybernetics to help people with self-image. Yeah, so anyway, hope everyone's well. If you want to support the channel, you can always send a super chat, but that's up to you. But also, if anyone wants to PayPal me, let me know. I could put the link to that, because that way I get almost all the money from that. But up to you at the end of the day. Japanese. What's Japanese? Yeah, my cousin likes like Japanese stuff. She actually went to Japan on a holiday, but she likes to go see Japanese bands and stuff. I haven't seen my cousin for quite a while. At a certain point in any domain, it's just another book in different words, I suppose. Yeah, like nothing new under the sun is what you're saying, is it? Yeah, they say like nothing new under the sun, just kind of just seeing the same kind of stuff regurgitated. You start to feel like Groundhog Day. There are 3 in this world and 1 in space. 3 what? I don't know. I've lost what you're saying there. Anyway, yeah, is everyone all right? Nice to meet you all. Again, if anyone's new here, make sure you subscribe. That would be really appreciated. So yeah, I read, meditate, and run every single day. That's good. Yeah, it's good to keep yourself active and meditate. Meditation's good. Hello, Marcel. Yeah, I do. But you believe in flat Earth, do you? Viren says God particle. All right. Okay. Hello, Callum. How you doing? I don't support any football team. I don't watch football. No. Old Man City. All right. Hello, Coffee. Good to see you. How you doing? Hello, Timmy. Oh, thank you. Hello, Raoul. I don't hate you. Meditation lights up the brain. Yeah, yeah. It's about kind of switching off that mental chatter, all these self-limiting beliefs and all that. It's a way of kind of getting rid of all that. Hello, J-Pack. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yes, yes, it can be a way to reduce that mental chatter and just get where you can just focus on a thought about something that you want to manifest, and helps you to get rid of all the negative thoughts. Yeah. Hello, Shushma. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, if anyone's new here, and hit subscribe. Hello, Hon. Do cucumbers actually help your eyeballs? I don't know. Probably sounds like some BS health trend, really. I wouldn't probably believe in that, to be honest. Sounds like some BS to me, but who knows? I remember there was this thing where people put onions in their socks before going to sleep, supposedly to detox you. I think that's bullshit. And anything that they see is probably oxidation of it, because they would chop up these pieces of onion. So when they wake up in the morning and see it looks rotten, probably because it's oxidized. Like as soon as you chop open an onion, it's going to start to rot, it's going to start to oxidize. White eye drops, okay. The secret of strength lies in the quiet mind teachings of White Eagle. Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's yeah, it's just you get all these like BS health trends and stuff. Like, let's just see, like, is there actually any truth to it? Does putting onion on your feet work? So let's see what it says. Hello, Abrabar. Bro, how's it going? There is no scientific evidence that putting onions on your feet cures colds, the flu, or detoxes the body. While onions have mild antibacterial properties, they cannot pull toxins from the body through the skin, and the claim that they can purify the blood is not backed by medical science. So, yeah. Hello, Claire Cooper. How you doing? So I was talking about there was this bullshit health trend a while ago. People sharing this thing where if they put a slice of onion in their socks under their feet before going to sleep, it would detox their body. It's not true though, is it? Hello, Just Love Lydia. How you doing? Hope you're well. You get some really ridiculous health stuff that people do. It's like when you get these like people like Liver King doing like sun in their bowls and things like that. It's just stupid shit, you know. Hello, David Kendall. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Thank you for the 54 likes, everybody. Yeah, if you put a banana in your butt, it tracks the tip. Really? Is that true? That sounds like some bullshit as well, but oh god. Hello, Asim Mailmaz. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Thank you for joining me. Okay. The salt from the detergent. All right. Souls into... Oh, really? I don't think so, does it? Well, I suppose there's soap for... Like, soap can... Hello, Aloof can... But putting onion in your sock, I was saying, that's not gonna do anything, is it? Yeah. Is everybody alright? Hope you've had a great day, everybody. Thank you for the 55 likes, everyone. Yeah. That's cool. Or if not that, what you're saying. Yeah, where am I? I'm in the UK. Where are you from? Nice to have you all here tonight. Hello, Santia Gop. What are you guys talking about? I was just saying now, you get all these bullshit health trends, don't you? It's like you get different diets, different fads, and so many people just believe in them, you know? They don't look into it, they just buy into loads of bullshit. It's like with blue blocking glasses, but if you look into it, there's not really any evidence that they actually help you, right? Like, there's no evidence apparently, but apparently that with scientific evidence being mixed and doesn't really show any significant improvement. So, you know, so you get all these people pushing out all these things like blue blocking glasses for sleep or whatever, but do they actually really do anything, you know? Hello, Marcel, whatever. Smokey says, I guess people need to make money and you have an idiot that will always buy into it. I get that, but I think isn't there better ways to make money though than to just rip people off? I don't know. But you could argue that wells still just fall for something else instead. I don't know. But personally, I just wouldn't want to be like ripping people off and just giving them snake oil. Hello, Pigger. Anti-glare glasses for driving at night are good. That's about it. Anti-glare glasses. Not heard that. Edward says, where are you from? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Yeah, thank you for the 57 likes. Let's get to 60 likes real quick. I wonder if we could get to 100 likes. I don't think we would, but that would take a while, but yeah. Smokey says, you've seen the food we have in the UK and us go to Japan and Asia, quality is so much better. Yeah, I don't know why people rave about the English food that much. Even the look of it just looks horrendous, a lot of it, to be honest. He's from the end's called UK, yeah, I'm from the UK, yeah. Yeah, I'll show you guys my, yeah. Hi, Zelina, how you doing? There's no food culture in England. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, England's kind of like, what is? I mean, there's some traditional English food, but it's like, what is it, like jelly deals or something? I mean, like some of it's absolute crap. Dublin, buddy, what part of England are you from? The accent spot, what accent? I live in York, but I'm originally from Blackburn. Hello, Chihab. Ouch, man, take care, you have talent. My state is far more miserable, but I feel bad scrolling. I really know, but you can put great show. Thank you. Oh, cottage pie. Oh, yeah. There's shepherd's pie as well, but I think it's overrated, though. If you want quality, go to Mediterranean. Oh, yeah, quality food. Yeah, Mediterranean's got a good diet, hasn't it? And I think Indian food's good as well. And Middle Eastern food's got good ones as well, like Egyptian food and stuff like that. But yeah. No, I'm originally from Lancashire, so I would call myself Lancashire because that's where I grew up. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're all well. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. Share this out if you can. We're on 60 likes. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's one of the most I've had on here. So that was epic. On about the instrument thing. I can like do beatboxing as well. Thank you, guys and girls. Yeah, I hope you're all well tonight. Nice to have you all here. Not bad, thank you. That is exactly how it sounded. What sounded what you mean. You're welcome. So yeah, you're still in here then. Oh really? You're unsovereign citizen. What does it matter what colour somebody is though? I missed the beatbox, so. Oh yeah. Oh really, Reno? Hello, darkness spin. I just came and what am I seeing? Oh god. I'm doing a YT analysis. Oh really? No, I'm not doing it into BandLab. I was actually looking into it the other day. Hi, Laffy Love, how you doing? But I was thinking about maybe making some stuff in BandLab, maybe doing some vocals on top of it. Can you do a techno beat? I guess. I don't know, like well, there's different types of techno beats, isn't there? But there was that thing where it was like kind of almost like funk or something, where it goes. Or is it called donk? I don't know. Is it donk? Whatever it's called, I don't know. Like the. Yeah, that like that, Yeah, do something different. Like what? What's the something different that you want me to do? Please don't sing. I'll do what I want to do, you know? If I want to sing, I'll sing. Yeah, you should, yes. Record it. Vox on top. Awesome. So you not recorded yet? No, I haven't. I'll have to get round to it. I need to try and write some words potentially if I'm gonna put vocals on it. Otherwise, I could just get some like AI to do that. I don't know, really. I know some people say, "Oh, they hate AI, whatever," but I could just put in like a sort of idea for a song, and it'll just write it for me. It might not be the best, but anyway. But yeah, it's. But maybe I should try and come up with my own stuff because some might say, well, it's just more creative to come up with your own original stuff. You do what the people want, okay? For me, that's so hard. That's what she said. AI. I mean, like, for some people, it just makes them more productive, I guess. They can just kind of focus more on other things if they can just have AI just. I don't know. I mean, I get what people are saying with it, and it's, yeah, hi, Syed. Hope you're well tonight, everybody. Hi, some beer. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet everybody. Hope you've all had a good day, everybody. Share this out if you can. Syed says, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know about me? Yeah, what would you like to know about me? Yeah. As long as it's nothing too personal or anything. Zelina, you okay? Are you boring? Okay, whatever. If you think I'm boring, then just leave then. Hi, Phoenix. How you doing? You know? If someone thinks I'm boring, then they don't have to be here, do they, you know? Who are you? What do you do? Well, I'm a live streamer. I'm live streaming. Hello, Dawood. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Workout. You want me to work out, do you? Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do some. Do you want to like, if you want to like, send me a super chat or something? You know, a little joke or bullshit. If someone sends me like a super chat or something, I could do like 20 push-ups or something. I don't know. How about that? You know. See you in Avengers Doomsday. All right. I've only seen the first one. Chips and beans. Oh yeah. One says I experiment a lot. Oh yeah. What are you saying? I look like somebody from Avengers? Huh. All right. Okay. Hi. I'm new subscriber to your channel from the United Kingdom to Saudi Arabia. Welcome in. How you doing? Hi, Edward. I'm just gonna stand up for a second because I'm a bit of a stretch. You know, every so often it's good to just stretch out and just release any tension from the body. There's a lot of people that just sit around for hours and hours and hours. It's good to stand up and just stretch out for a bit. Makes my research skills better. Yeah, definitely. Experimentation is good. It's important to try new things sometimes because you never know, do you? No, I don't stream games. I just chat, really. Niall Horan, really? No, I don't think I look like Niall Horan. Yeah, I don't think I look like him at all. Some of these comparisons are just ridiculous. Are they just bots or something? I mean, I don't know, guys. X Factor. The X Factor! It's time to face the music! Remember that guy, Peter Dixon is called. Hello, Usher Hemba, how you doing? Syed says, what do you do for money? Your mama. Hello, Arctic Junkie. I actually have done busking, but I've been doing mainly live streaming lately. So, yeah, the chat is going nuts. I'm just quite fair enough. Yeah, hi, Phoenix. I don't watch football now. Hello, Bagger. How you doing? Yes, in the name of Templarship. Oh, really? Can you explain more about that? Thank you for the 60 likes. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. That would be really appreciated. Yeah, it's been quite busy in here tonight. Syed says there was no need. It's okay. I'm just taking the piss. You know, I'm just like, you know, I'm not meaning to be rude or anything. Just having a laugh. Yeah, I'm mainly on here these days, you know. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully, you know, I didn't offend you or anything, but yeah, just having a laugh, really. Favorite British person of all time: Winston Churchill's, Prince Andrew. No, none of them. They're kind of like, I don't like those people. Especially Prince Andrew. But Winston Churchill, I heard, wasn't very good either. Even though a lot of like the Conservatives seem to look up to him or something, as some kind of great guy. Conor McGregor. Yeah, Conor McGregor. They serve us. Oh yeah. Yeah. Who is your favorite? Hang on. Conor McGregor's Irish. Yeah, who said about Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor's Irish. Why has it gone down to 59 likes now? It was on 60. There's someone just took away the like. What the fuck? What's that about? They're just trying to mess me around or something. What's going on? Who's what? Conor McGregor. You don't know who I fucking am. The greatest fucking fighter. Who's the Muppet? So 60. Well, it says 59 on my end. It did show 60 on my end, and now it's dropped to 59. So maybe it was 61 and then 60. I don't know what's going on, but Callum says, who's my favorite boxer? I don't know. I don't really watch boxing. Hello, Zombie Killer. Hello, Clover. The general strike is in 2 days. What's the general strike? What's that about? I don't know. I've not heard that. No, not in London. I'm in England. I'm in York, Mohammed. Single. What do you mean? I say nothing about. What's that you're saying? Don't know what you're talking about. Okay. What is going on? This comment section can be wild at times, can't it? This gets a bit draining, doesn't it, you know? I don't know. It is what it is, you know? Messy. Yeah, I'm in Lancashire originally. I wouldn't really call myself a Yorkshire boy. I've lived in Lancashire most of my life. I grew up there, so that's where I got my accent from, and yeah. So I'm a Lancashire lad, but I just live in York now. I've moved here, but still consider myself as from Lancashire. Hello, Darkness Spin. Okay, whatever. English people have always been so decent to me, very helpful and kind. Well, that's good then. Get rid of the accent. I can't get rid of the accent. No. Blackpool or Fleetwood. Hello, Golden Skull. Oh yeah, Lancashire Hot Pots. Remember that group called Lancashire Hot Pots? Chippy T. Didn't expect to see you up this late, Golden Skull, but yeah. Yeah, Nab was here earlier as well, but he was saying to me that I should just get rid of all the nonsense and do panels again, but I quite like doing it the way I'm doing it now. Like, I don't really need to do panels, I'm kind of just, I enjoy just kind of interacting with all you guys. You're definitely AK sent. What does that mean? What's my name? I don't know. I don't know. We're just saying that like he thinks that I should he thinks that I should do like open panels again and with like with a more kind of structured topic. I get what people are saying, but I'm like I like to kind of have it free flowing myself personally. I like the idea that I don't know where it's going to go and it can just go anywhere. That's what I find interesting, where it can just flow into all kinds of different directions. That's how a conversation should be. It shouldn't be necessarily pinned down. I know some people like to do that sometimes. Sometimes it can be good to have certain structured ones, but I generally like to have it more kind of open. What is your content? Mainly live streams. I've been doing some shorts. I need to get some more shorts out, but yeah. But that's the plan anyway, to get more of that stuff out, but yeah. I know your doppelganger. Who's my doppelganger then? Yeah. Yeah, doppelganger. Oh, Deadpool. Zuber. Oh, really? I remember there was someone in my school called Zuber. Yeah. Ziggy Marley doppelganger. Is that my doppelganger you're saying, or? Let's have a look. Ziggy Marley. Really? How the hell is that? Bob Marley. Isn't that, is it Bob Marley's? Yeah. Hang on. Chris Jericho will win Rumble. Really? You mean Rumble, the platform? Chippy tea curry sauce with the fish and chips is bagging. Have you had it? Dull boy, hello. How you doing? Welcome in here. Say chips and beans. I wish I had a beard like that. Feels soft. Or it's not that much of a beard, really. I don't really have that much of a beard, really. I kind of wish it was a bit thicker, but it is what it is, really. What time is it? It's 5 to 2 a.m. here in the UK. Yeah. I'll have to get off soon because my battery's low. But yeah, it's been good chatting with you all again. 18 in here, apparently. How you doing, everybody? So if you're still watching. Not seen anything of Fernie today. I guess she's been a bit busy or something, but yeah. 5 to 9 p.m. here in the UK. Oh, really? Whereabouts in the US are you? Didn't expect you to be live streaming this late. Yeah, I've been staying up later and doing late live streams and stuff. Sometimes it seems busier at this time, I don't know. Maybe because I get some of the American audience at this time. Hello, Lemon Orange. Hello there, Orange. I'm Orange Man. The future is orange. The future is very orange. It's very, like orange juice. The same color. It's like my face is very orange. I look like somebody with fake tan, but it's not fake, it's real. It's very real. My tan is very real. It's not fake. It's not fake news. Oh, really? Trump will return in Avengers Doomsday. Oh, goodness. That'd be hilarious, that. Has anyone ever seen the episode of Family Guy where Peter fights Donald Trump? Has anyone seen that one? That's quite funny. Oh yeah, Keir Starmer is error, yeah. Hi, Kingy, how you doing?
Yeah, there you go. There's Donald Trump. It's the greatest Donald Trump impersonator on YouTube.
Ice show meat. Isn't that something to do with like someone's junk or something? Oh, goodness. Be funny if they, what you're saying. Colin says, I had a Chinese some left it. If you want it, oh no, I'm good. Hello, M4WW. I got an odd question if you care to participate. Okay, go ahead.
Give me Greenland. I will. If you don't give me Greenland, I will take it.
On Steam, they have a fighting game called President Beatdown, and the only available presidents to play at the minute are Washington, Obama, and Trump. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Do you have Steam then? I know you're saying you may had Steam, like to play on Steam a lot. I did have an account on there a while ago because I had to use it to play a game, but yeah, it's a long time since I had went on Steam. We are finding what you're saying. Hello, Nunyab. How you doing?
Yeah, we need a hockey team for Greenland. That would be tremendous.
Father's family has many sisters and brothers, large American family and many cousins. They claim 5 to 8 generation American I carry the same surname and get tagged in with their white guilt or something. Why is this whole white guilt thing? I don't understand that whole thing. It's like just because you're white doesn't mean you're guilty for like, what's happened in the past or whatever. It's like it probably hasn't got anything to do with you. It's like, yeah. Hello, Tori. How you doing? Well, you're either sneeze glitter or cough bubbles. Other question. That is a philosophical dilemma. Right, I need to plug my phone in. I'm on low battery, so yeah. Greenland needs Eminem. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Eminem is not going to take Greenland. I'm going to take Greenland and.
Hello, James Marshall. Oh God. Your streaming is better at your nighttime. Yeah, it seems to be. Hello, your local potato. Think so. This you Trump. What you mean? What is going on here, eh? This you Trump. Remember me? Okay, yeah. Did you ever watch the show Lazy Town? No, I didn't. But apparently it had this like Lazy Town. Oh, I was thinking Crazy Town or something. Or what? Hang on, Crazy. Hang on a sec. Lazy Town. Hang on, I'm getting confused. Oh, that was crazy. Oh, that was that song Butterfly. Lazy Town was the show that was yeah, wasn't that Sporticus or something? Lazy Town. Sporticus. Wasn't it? Am I thinking the right one? Yeah, Sporticus. Modern Family. Oh, hello, Susie. How you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, Sporticus. And they could do some crazy like acrobatic stuff, couldn't they? Sporticus. Hi, Big Al. Good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't know you was on my channel. Yeah, I've seen you on a few channels. Hi, Pacino, is it? Do a backflip. Oh, goodness, L Dog. I've got L Dog and we've got Big Al here, yeah. Yeah, you guys know each other. Yeah, okay, yeah, Potato, yeah. The lead actor who plays Sporticus is an actual athlete and is Icelandic. Yeah, yeah, that's right. He's got some crazy athletic abilities. This is what I would say is like functional fitness. There was also a guy who called Jack Lalanne. He was quite like a fitness influencer of his time, you could say. Jack LaLanne. He invented a thing called the Jack LaLanne push-up, which is very hard to do. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. And do you mean New Zealand or something? Nicolas Cage will return in Avengers Doomsday. Will he? John Travolta. Oh goodness, John Travolta. So yeah, so like Jack LaLanne was pretty fit, but he was actually 96 when he died. I think he died of pneumonia, if I remember. They said he was a sugarholic, apparently. Well, he said he was a junk foods junkie until he was 15 years old. He also had behavioral problems, but turned his life around after listening to a public lecture about the benefits of good nutrition by health food pioneer Paul Bragg during his career. So, wasn't Bragg's? Don't they do a apple cider Bragg's? I think they do an apple cider vinegar. I commented on a post, and I think on your live, and comments disappeared. Oh no, what's going on? Why comments disappearing? And about the chat replay. Do people see the chat replay? I don't know what's going on, but oh, you're talking to Big Al. I'll have to go and subscribe, I think, to Big Al if I haven't. Or something. I guess I'll have to subscribe to you all, but yeah, if you've got anything worth checking out or something. So let me have a look. Let's go to your channel, see if there's anything there. Tiny L. Oh yeah, Tiny L. What's going on? Yes, you do gaming then, yeah, L Dog, yeah, like, what's your favourite game? Yeah. Tiny L. Tiny L. Lol. Tiny L. Hi, Angie. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, did you hear about the woman with high blood pressure? She was called Angie Oltensen. Oh, that's terrible. Hello, so that was a bit of a niche kind of joke, but yeah, I can be a bit like that sometimes. Aussie rules? No, I've not. You know about Aussie rules football or something? So apparently they have a different rules or something. Comment on one of my posts and see what happens. Let me know which one. Okay. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. No, I've not heard that, Hoan. No, I've not heard that. Yeah. Play like garlic footy. What the hell is that? Oh, Gaelic, not garlic. That would be a bit of a smelly one, wouldn't it? You know. That'd be a game where they just have like they have garlic bread or something. So it'd be like garlic footy. Or would it be a football that's covered in garlic or something? I don't know. That's shit, that Hoan, isn't it? Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. When was Gravity live? I've not seen them live for a few days. So have they been live recently? We have hands and feet to use. Oh yeah, of course. Well, most people do anyway, unless you're an amputee or something. Yeah, Leo's live and Daisy May's live. Just looking at some channels that are live. probably do some workout tomorrow. Might do a gym session, but I need to try and upload some shorts and stuff. I'm from Wales originally, but now it's Mickey Lloyd from Melbourne, Australia. All right, Melbourne, Australia. Some of them pronounce it Melbourne, like it's instead of Melbourne. We say Melbourne, they say Melbourne, Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, I might try go back to TikTok lives once I've got some other equipment for it. Hello, Ocean Potion. No, I don't know who's that. I might, because my mum says she's got a spare like tablet, so I could use that for TikTok or something. I'll have to try and see if it works. So she said she's gonna send it to me, but yeah, so I might try that. See how that goes, really. There's a Michael Lloyd from Wales that does work in. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Maybe you should put the link to that or something. Right, so you can't because you're not. But same but different. Oh, really? Sounds like oven. Oven. All right, oven. Thank you for the 65 likes, everybody. There's a Mickey Lloyd from Melbourne, Australia, who trains too. Oh, cool. Well, small world, eh? Yeah, small world. Yeah, I've not really been doing a lot of training on the lives recently, just because I just find that people just don't engage very much on them, do they? Because when you're having a live chat like this, I tend to get more engagement. Because what are they there to talk about if I'm just doing a bunch of like my workout stuff? Unless they're taking part in it themselves or something, but they're not going to be engaging with the chat. Oh, I've seen this guy is like literally 4% body fat, I think. What's he called? Saitama. So he was like this, yeah, just really, really crazy lean guy. Like his body fat is just ridiculous. There was that other guy as well. What was he called? Helmet something. Well, they reckon he might be on some kind of roids, but I don't know if this Saitama guy is because he's like he doesn't have that much muscle. It's like he's like 4% body fat with like, yeah. I mean, he's not got that much muscle. It only looks like he has a lot of muscle because of the definition that he's got. But if you look at him, he's pretty much like a skeleton. You seen my training vids? Oh yeah, I mean I do shorts and stuff, but I'm talking about live streaming where I used to do full body live stream workouts and stuff, where I do like kind of like almost like prison workout stuff. Is it a minimum 7% body fat? I would say sustainable, yeah, but like some people can get down to crazy numbers like 4 or 5%, and on like actual bodybuilders. In fact, I think go down. In fact, I think some of the roided ones get down to about 3 to 4%, like when they're actually on stage, but that's not sustainable. But they say that the healthy range is somewhere between about 8 and 19% for men. You reckon the manosphere will die off? I mean, arguably it already is. I mean, the whole Tate stuff's kind of dying off, and I mean, I can show you prison workouts. So, oh yeah, I mean, I can do stuff like that, and I've done like high rep training, and just takes a lot of time to do. I don't know. Maybe it'll turn into something else. Who knows? But I don't think like the Saitama physique really is what I don't think that's what most guys would be trying to look like. It just looks really depleted, and just being that shredded is probably not going to be healthy for most guys, I would say. Hello, Phil Plays 55. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. But I was saying the other day, yeah, if you're below 8% body fat, especially if you're natural, it's unlikely that you're going to be the healthiest at that point. Your testosterone usually will drop. And a lot of guys, it drops even below 10, 11% even. Like some people might find that 11, 12% is like the lowest they can go before getting to like kind of some problems. Oh, there's this, what is it, Russian Hulk. Oh yeah, Andrei Smaev. That guy is absolutely crazy. Like, if he could drop a bit of body fat, he could probably get on stage and be a bodybuilder. But he's definitely taking a whole bunch of gear, that guy. Trump says at a healthy weight, really.
That's fake news.
A lot of training channel would be good for you. I mean, I just find that what I'm doing now is working out better for me personally, but I don't know. People, it's just there's so much. It's oversaturated, right? There's so many people doing workouts and they do it better. They're better with the calisthenic stuff because they're more built for that. Like I was saying, I'm not really built for calisthenics that well. Like some people can rep out, like they can do like 5 pull-ups in a row, like 50 times in a workout. Like I can't even do 5 reps for one set. Like the most I've done is like 4. I've done 5 for a neutral grip. Like that's the effect that height has on these sort of things. Hello, Enoch Navico. Why? No, I've not spoke to D for ages. I don't know what he's up to, but yeah. Hopefully his mum's still around because I know his mum was dealing with cancer a while ago, but I think she pulled through, but it's just, I don't know if it ever come back or what, but yeah, I haven't spoke to him for a few months. Used to be super slim, right? I'm old natural 56 now, but bodybuilding since I was 13. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I focused in my brain instead of my physique. Yeah. Yeah, brain is important to do. Yeah, cardio is good to focus on because it's good for your heart. Your heart is the most important muscle, right? If you have a strong heart, then you're less likely to get heart disease. You're less likely to get, heart attacks, things like that. I was looking into something about like beetroot juice and some people having some benefits from that, but I've heard that advanced athletes may not benefit from beet juice or something, but it's more for like people who are like more recreational athletes, so you could call them, or recreationally fit, or people who might have certain health problems might benefit from it as well. But yeah, anyway, I just know it's not my strength. What's that? Yeah, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. That's the thing. Like I'd be quite strong on like deadlifts and stuff. Good Bakers or what's that? Hello Nathan, how you doing? Hang on. Bear with me a second. No, I've never lived in the USA. No, I've always lived in the UK. It says here that, but I thought I saw something about with beetroot juice. It says here about it being an ergogenic aid for athletes, particularly effective at enhancing endurance, improving oxygen efficiency and supporting recovery through its high concentration of dietary nitrates for advanced or elite athletes. It acts as a marginal gain tool, providing a slight performance edge, often 1 to 2% or roughly 16% longer time to exhaustion in some studies by increasing nitric oxide, which acts as a potent vasodilator, widening blood vessels, improving blood flow to muscle. So I don't know. So maybe it could still benefit those people. I don't know. But some say there might be some brain benefits as well to it, but I've heard that some people, like I told my mum to maybe try taking it, and she reckons that she's not feeling as lightheaded or something, and it might be helping her blood pressure a little bit. So, but that would be good. Yeah. Anyway. I have low blood pressure. Right. Yeah, yeah. Does it like affect your health in a negative way? Or Joe Butler? I would argue it'd be better to be on the lower side as long as you don't feel any sort of ill health effects or something. So do you ever feel kind of like any problems from low blood pressure? Why do we only use less than 10% of our brain? Maybe it's just in terms of like what it's capable of at any moment in time, how much oxygen it can use at any given time. So it'll use one part of the brain and then it'll use a different part of the brain when it needs to, I guess. But can beet juice help you use more of your brain? What we're saying, people. I'm probably going to get off shortly. Not anymore, but I do add a little more salt to my food to help balance it out. Oh yeah. Well, but I mean, like, doesn't salt just kind of unnecessarily boost your blood pressure without actually giving you any benefits of that? Like, why would you? Because isn't salt supposed to put stress on like parts of your body? Why would you want to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think salt is necessarily a good way. I mean, does it make you feel like more energy or something? I mean, like if you're feeling low energy and low mood and all this kind of stuff, then yeah, you might have some problem there. But beets are great for liver, yeah. But somebody said you have to be careful about oxalate consumption, but that's only if you eat loads of it, and if you're eating loads of raw as well. My body knows when it wants to eat salt. It tastes more salty if I don't need it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, just listen to your body, basically, really, isn't it? You know, like if you're craving something, it's like being intuitive, really, isn't it? Intuitively eating. Like, for example, if you're craving some like apple or something or orange, then eat it, you know? It's probably telling you that you need some vitamin C or something. Yes, evidence suggests that beet juice can improve brain function, particularly by increasing increasing blood flow to key areas of the brain, which may help you use more of your brain's capacity, especially during aging or exercise. Yeah, so that's I had my heart checked and monitored, and it's okay. So heart doc recommended a little salt, and it works for me. All right. So do you feel better from having salt though? BP chart, really? Glucose? Who said anything about glucose? we'll be getting off here soon, guys. Yeah, definitely. Well, if it's helping you in some way, then that's good. Let's have a look about that. I thought salt was supposed to be something that puts stress on the, I guess it depends on how much you have. Let's see what it says. Increases salt intake can help raise blood pressure in those with hypotension, low blood pressure by increasing blood volume. It is generally recommended to consume more healthier sources of sodium, such as broth, olives, or cottage cheese, rather than relying on processed food. So it's about increasing blood volume, basically, then, is what it's saying. Is it something to do with water retention or something? So I remember they were saying that sodium can cause water retention, but I think it's those with already like high levels of like blood pressure that like that might not be good or something. Yeah. So like it depends on the individual, I suppose, in terms of whether they want to have salt in their diet. If they're already like, if the blood pressure is high, then they might want to cut salt down, basically. I sit down programming all day and I smoke, so I'm screwed. Oh no. Yeah, you probably want to do some exercise, really. Your heart needs it, you know. They're only recommended for low blood pressure. If it's high, they say avoid salt. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not very often someone has like really low blood pressure. So let's see about nitric oxide. Like, what is it called? Well, I'm just wondering, should let's see what it says about this. Should let's try and get 70 likes before I finish. Should you drink beet juice with low blood pressure? Let's have a look. Now I'm just on Google. It's like Google AI overview. Hello, Joe. You know, enema is a medical procedure where liquid or gas is injected through the anus into the rectum and lower colon. Oh, enema. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Hi, Emma. Aren't you supposed to be... Oh, God. What is going on here? Thank you for the 69 likes, or the number 69 there. Drinking beet juice with low blood pressure requires caution as its high nitrate content, which lowers blood pressure, could cause it to drop too low, resulting in dizziness or fainting. While safe for many, those with hypotension or taking blood pressure medication should consult a doctor before making it a regular habit. So, yeah. Hi, Blazing Sonic. Oh, really? Oh, I was wondering if would beet juice lower resting heart rate or not? Hope you're well tonight, everybody. So it says it can lower resting heart rate and blood pressure, primarily due to high level. So it's saying about heart rate impact. It can both lower blood pressure and heart rate within 1 to 6 hours of consumption by calming the sympathetic nervous system. So yeah. Oh, John Terry. Oh yeah. Nightlight. Hello, Meta Physika. How you doing? Joe, how you doing? If you're new here, hit subscribe. Thank you. So you don't want your blood pressure getting too low, basically, and then do you? From what I gather. Oh yeah, prune juice. Is that good for bowels? I've never heard that before, but yeah, prunes is from like plums, isn't it? Hi, Chrysler George, welcome back. How you doing? Can we get one more like on the live before I go? Will make you regular. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that would be as a way to kind of what do they call it? Laxative. Is that the right? Water good for blood pressure. Yeah. If you have enough water, that kind of helps to dilute the blood more, so it makes it thinner. If it's too thick, then it becomes clumpy and kind of hard to pump around the body. Mr. Brown is interesting about avionics system engineering. I don't know. There we go. We got 70 likes. Thank you, guys. We didn't quite get to 100, but 70 is good. Yeah. So laxatives, promote bowel movements. Remember, there was like these adverts on TV for like that sort of stuff. What was it called? Compeed or something, wasn't it? Is it Compeed? It's like, yeah. Was it Compeed? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, that's for cold sores. I was thinking, what is it? The other one? What is it called? What is it called? I remember there was some advert for. I don't know. Oh yeah, hello, Elsis. How you doing? Hope you well. There's one called Dulcolax. I've heard that one. Senecot. I've heard that one. But anyway, yeah. But you're saying that prunes are a good way to prune juice. That can help with that apparently. I mean, fiber's good for fiber's good for all that, isn't it? Fiber's good for increasing bowel movements. Pulling, yeah. Hello, Inok Naviko from Fiji. How's it like over in Fiji right now? Sounds like a nice place. Yeah. Figs aren't bad either. Yeah. There was actually some figs growing on a tree just up the road from me. It wasn't really good last year because there weren't a lot of like good ones. But the year before, I had quite a few of them. They didn't really taste particularly sweet, but I mean they weren't bad or anything. But yeah. But figs are probably have a lot of nutrients in them. Yeah, dates are good. I think they're quite high in potassium, like bananas actually. So yeah, bananas, dates, that sort of stuff. I don't know if figs are as well, but yeah, potassium. If you have a balance of sodium and potassium and some dried figs, yeah. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna get going. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Peace out, everybody. Bye.